time to bleed the rear brakes. So I use a syringe and I will go in that way and up. I think it's the easiest way. Don't get any air trapped. Here we go. So always remember to pump the brake. You don't want to be getting on it with no brakes. And there we have it. Nice and easy. That is your clutch bleed nipple there. You follow it up. If your oil, brake fluid in there is black and full of little bits, you're using the wrong fluid. It means the seals are all perishing. So I just use standard .4, which seems to do the trick. Draw out all the remainder that's pumped through the bike, and I'll just do that until this I am not doing the front brake yet because I want to change this. So this line used to come down here. The braking system on these, there's a three-way banjo at the top, but when I crashed it, when the fork snapped, it shattered the banjo, and to me it was a bit of a weak spot. So I'm going to get a double N10 banjo. I'm going to go double in there. No, I can't do that. Double M10 in here, and then it'll feed the whole brakes, which I can remove this, blank that, and then put my steering damper on the front, because you can't put the steering damper here because of that. And it's an Öhlins damper, fully adjustable, so just normal riding I'll have it on very, very low, so it's easy. But when these bikes hit wet grass or mud, the bars just lock. It's just, they just do. It'll just swing left or right and the bars will lock and you'll fall off. If you watch the long way round, every time they hit sand or mud, the bars locked and they just fell off. It's really, really hard. You've got to have TKC 80s on the front, like I did have, just to give it a bit of grip, and a good mud plugger on the back to keep it moving. and then it doesn't do it so much, but I don't know why it does it. Must be the geometry of the bike. But you know, I've ridden this thing on sand, mud, snow, ice, and without the steering damper it is really hard work. You really have to hold on, you know, and try and stop it going over, but it's an impossibility. So we'll get the O-rings back on the front lights, so these ones, which you've seen better days, I'm going to take these off and put them on the Goldwing, because I've got the same ones on the Goldwing, but if you remember, I lost a cap, water got in, unfused, and I lost all my lights. So I'm going to move these onto the Goldwing. I've got new supports for them, and going on this one, plus I'm going to get rid of these. So underneath we're going to have these bad boys, and to replace the top ones we're going to go for these. So same lens, just much smaller. I can't remember how much these were. But I'll put the price in. But you get all the switches, and all that jazz. So get rid of all this. I'm going to strip this down, clean it all up. I do like these bags, they're really handy, but I've got bigger ones, so I don't know, I might just leave them on and mount the other ones higher up the front of the bike. Yeah, next job. So that's the old ones off, and I had these wired together so that these were constantly on and these were on yellow, and then when I switched to high beam on the bike, these are going to go to white and you get the longer distance. These lights do the same thing, so they have a low beam and a high beam. Low beam yellow, high beam white, and one is dipped. They're really good, really impressed with these lights. These have been absolutely amazing. It's just a shame the ones on the Goldwing, I lost the cap, and these are just a big flat beam. Good lights. They just give you a big spread so you can see hedgerows and stuff like that, whereas these are a much longer beam. I did change the headlight on this thing for a full LED one for Amazon. That was 140 quid, which I cannot seem to find them for that money anywhere anymore, and it's been really good. It's worked a treat.